Hi, my dedicated dare givers. Yep, I finally, after almost a year, man, I cannot believe that October 8th will be my 1 year anniversary. We should do something special. October 8th was my mother's birthday, and on that day was when I launched my book, Forget Me Not, and this YouTube channel. Maybe we should plan, I don't know, maybe a Zoom party to celebrate all of our people with dementia, past and present, all of our achievements. Maybe do a little Q&A with me. What would you think of that? Let me know in the comments if you're interested in attending a Zoom event like that. Type I'm in if you would like to join me in a celebration. 1 year, man, I cannot believe it. So my dare givers, the name dare giver is for those who are truly and deeply committed to providing the best possible care, even when it's hard. And we all know it is hard. But dare givers are people like you who do the research, who watch the videos, take advanced courses, and then they dare to implement. They dare to try new techniques. They don't give up. That is what a dare giver does. We dare to take on the challenges of revamping what is currently not working and turn it into something that works. A dare giver realizes that this is all about trial and error. They know what it takes to practice and to have discipline. A true dare giver makes mistakes and acknowledges those mistakes, takes notes, and plans and prepares for the next time so that it improves. My dare givers take advanced courses, and they are truly, truly dedicated to constantly be elevating their skills in dementia. Okay, so if you want me to do a Zoom event in October, type I'm in the comment box. Oh, and subscribe. I'd like to welcome any newcomers to Answers About Alzheimer's. I'm on my next goal of 10,000 subscribers. So please help me out. Ask your friends to click that subscribe button. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how, when, or even if you should tell a person with Alzheimer's or dementia that they are moving to a care facility. Oh God, this is very, very debatable, right? So hopefully you've never made that dreadful promise of, Mom, I'll never put you in a nursing home. Many of us have made these promises when we should have said something more like, Mom, I promise to do my very best for you and be your advocate. In most cases, when we're having these conversations or discussions, the promise is for many, many years to come, but we can't predict the future. We don't know what our situation will be like then. So how can we possibly make any promises? We're setting ourselves up for failure. And in almost all of my videos, it's taught we strive for success and positive, not for setting ourselves up for negative or failures. All right, so we have to cover all angles of this. So do we tell them or do we not tell them the truth? And if so, how do we tell them and also deal with the aftermath, right? Because we need to prepare for the worst. If you prepare for the worst and then it gets just a little nasty, then you come out on top, right? So, like I've mentioned in other videos, lower your expectations. Stop setting yourself up for disappointment. And not for nothing, but this can be applied to many areas of your life and other relationships, not just the person with cognitive decline. So if you have low expectations, and you prepare for the vicious anger and resentment and whatever they can throw at you, the better off you will be psychologically. So put up your shield, prepare for the worst, and pray for the best. Today, I'm going to talk about one scenario due to the lack of time, and maybe I'll do another video on a couple different scenarios. But today, we're going to talk about not telling a person with dementia that they're moving. And just like in my other videos, like Lovable Lies, I talk about therapeutic fibbing. Some people feel very strongly about telling the truth to people with dementia. But when you're dealing with someone who has brain damage and can't or doesn't have the capacity to rationalize or problem solve or self-soothe, then it's up to us caregivers to ease their burden. How can we ease their burden? When I owned a home care business, the kids would often say, "Mom will flip out when the bill comes. She can afford the services, but she doesn't understand finances anymore and is very uneasy about money." In these situations, it's often best to send the bill to someone else or tell the person that the services are actually covered under their insurance. By relieving the stress for the person with dementia, they can't compute this stuff anymore. So it's almost like just not knowing is better. If something is just going to cause stress and anxiety, don't tell them at all, because let's face it, the outcome is still going to be the same. Relieve the burden of suffering. Why get them all stressed out for nothing days or even weeks ahead of time? So if you just know that if you tell them that they're going to move to a care facility, that they're going to fight you to the death, hate you, freak out, then therapeutic fibbing is probably your best bet. You want to know how to do that? Okay, here it goes. Obviously, you have already chosen the best place possible and you've dropped a deposit, and you're going to have to coordinate and orchestrate this plan perfectly. Everyone involved needs to be 100% on board and know what to say. They all have to know what the reason is why that person is there. The therapeutic fib. So you will have one person take your loved one out for the day and keep them busy. The shortest amount of time is better, because you sure as hell don't want them out all day, and then when they're totally exhausted, that's when they arrive at their new home. Which, by the way, you never say that. Put in the chat, I will never say you live here now. Put it in the chat. Going forward, I will never tell a person with Alzheimer's or dementia that they sold their house, dad died, you live here now, etc., etc. Never. Okay, so one person takes them out, and the movers come and take whatever furniture and stuff and move it to the new place. Try to take as much of their belongings as possible and hang their pictures on the wall and decorate the room with their belongings. Try to set the room up and place furniture where and how they had it at their home, if at all possible. The more familiarity, God, I hate that word, the better. So set the room up as quickly as possible. Do not bring the person back to a stark room filled with boxes. This is a big no-no. You will overwhelm them. The boxes should all be unpacked, gone, and out of sight. Another good tip for you is to try to coordinate the drop when an activity is going on that you think that they might like. This way, when you arrive with your person with dementia, you can blend right into an activity like a craft or music time. If your person is getting anxious or angry and starts questioning what's going on, and they probably will, remember, you're going to prepare for this, then here is where your dare giver kicks in, right? Therapeutic fibbing. Oh, this is a rehab center. The doctor suggested just a few days so that you can remain independent. Another idea is that you could say, it's temporary. We're doing some painting or fumigating at your home. Get creative. Don't get sucked into a dementia argument. We are smarter than dementia. Get creative. Mom, as soon as the doctor signs the discharge papers, I'll be right here to pick you up. In the meantime, hey, look, it's your favorite music. It's your favorite game. Now, this is a big one. You absolutely must get your loved one at least one new friend. You could ask the community if they know of a specific person that might be a good fit, but find a new best friend for your loved one. They have, come on, this is really hard for them. They have brain damage. They're in new surroundings. They are surrounded by strangers. They're going from a very quiet environment to lots of noise and stimulation. They need a buddy. They need a friend. Start introducing them to other residents. Look for a good match. Go up to other residents and ask them their name. Then introduce them. Ask, oh, where are you from? Then say, oh, my mom is from Rochester. Ask about what activities are their favorites. Ask about their family or their church, or have they ever done any volunteer work? Just get the conversation going. Get some bonding going on. If your mom or dad has a friend or an ally in the community, this will make this transition a hell of a lot easier. And I know, because I've done this probably hundreds of times in my old home care agency. We would help people transition from their home to a new setting. Notice, I didn't say their new home. Another good reason for them to be there is that the doctor changed your medications, and it's just for a few days to make sure that there are no reactions or side effects. And make sure you get back, and we want to make sure that you get back to baseline and then home again. Damn, that's a good one. Let's get back to basics. It's all about feeling safe and happy. Concentrate on their feelings. Acknowledge their emotions. Mom, I know this is hard and I'm sorry, but it's just for a few days and I'll be here. And now you have your new friend, Alice, too. If they get pissed off at you, so be it. It's okay. It's normal for them to be pissed off or angry. It'll get better. A dare giver doesn't take these things personally. We know that we are doing our best that we can, and that's good enough. Make sure you head over to the website, look at some of those more advanced courses at answersabout.alz.org. If you're new, please subscribe. And if you're a repeat viewer and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Please do so. I would love very, very much and appreciate it. Head on over to the website, answersabout.alz.org, for some free downloads. And I have a new ebook. It's called the Dementia Starter Kit as well. And so many other valuable resources for you. Thanks again for spending some time with me. Together we can. And I'll see you next time.